Season 2 of The Outer Banks was absolutely incredible. It's no surprise that everyone's super excited about the third season, especially since it's right around the corner. Here's all you need to know about it. Though, how far away is it? Does it even have a trailer yet? Yes, there is! Though, Netflix took their sweet time and teased fans a lot with a teaser trailer that they put up in September of 2022.
This show is so huge.
Thank you, man.
And I'm curious, after it started airing in season 1,
I think there was a moment, we're obviously the whole world is quarantined, and Rudy and myself, and we were watching the social numbers climb, but it was hard to put two and two together. It was cool, but I think not until the second season when we got to go back and be in Charleston and we started to see.
It showed off the Pogues doing your average teenage things while they were in Pogelandia. Of course, with a bunch of super intense fight for your lives moments. Just your average day in the Outer Banks. But the streaming giant has finally put out the third season's official trailer.
I think we definitely tried to keep up with each other, but just like every time the show would like hit a milestone, like when it hit '1 on Netflix, it's been 2 weeks and it's still up there. Like, right. So like that kind of we didn't know how that worked, so we were just kind of excited.
No, it's you guys, yeah.
I would say maybe read the scripts a couple. Like especially in the early episodes, I just have word vomit so often, and so I'm so.
Let's dive deeper into it. It starts out with a voiceover by none other than John B. John was basically talking about how it's always the Kooks or the Pogues, a group with nothing and another with everything. While it's always been that way, at least for the first 2 seasons, things are really gonna shake up this time. The trailer also showed off how this time, the show is gonna be much more emotional. Not just that, but you're still gonna see the same action-packed show everyone loves. There are also hints that a treasure is hidden somewhere that's bigger than anything the show has ever brought on before.
I just think that, I think whiskey has, make a TikTok about it, but I think
Sarah Cameron in a past life.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I feel like it would have disintegrated fully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
and imagine, it's like, I just feel like it's like not being used for what it's supposed to be used for.
Madeline, how do you think that
John B. and his father reunited with each other in a super emotional moment. And of course, Sing is in search of his own treasure. The trailer then ends with a shot of your favorite characters on their way to El Dorado. Things look super exciting, but the cast is even more exciting. There are a lot of actors coming back for their respective roles this time. The creators of the show, Jonas Pate, Josh Pate, and Shannon Burke, even talked about it in a recent interview with Tadoom, saying that the cast is one of the best examples of being Pogues for life.
I mean, you get the scripts and you're like, a lot of it's very outlandish, and how are we going to pull all them to be 3 seasons in?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit or miss thing, everything's so thick. It'd be really cool to get to do it again, and it's stuck with people, so.
Yeah. Viral.
Yeah, there's some. What's the one with, have you heard the one about, like, John?
Why is that? Well, they've been best friends since they started working on the show. In fact, the creators of the show even talked about seeing their relationships grow, being incredible for them as well. With that said, there isn't really any news out about new members. They're keeping as much as they can under wraps at the moment. But a few things we know for sure is that your favorite characters are coming back. Of course, I'm talking about characters like Charles Eston's Ward Cameron. Not just that, but Chase Strokes is also coming back to play John B. Of course, I can't miss out on Madeline Klein, Madison Bailey, Drew Starkey, Austin North, Rudy Panko, and Jonathan Davis. They're all going to be playing the same beloved characters as always. In fact, Carlacia Grant has just recently been promoted to a series regular as well. That's all really cool. But you might be asking yourself if the cast talked about the upcoming season. Unfortunately, that's going to be a big fat no. But that's only because they want people to respect their process and to make sure that the crew that's been working endlessly doesn't have their efforts wasted. In fact, Chase Strokes even posted about it. Basically, he said he was super disappointed in fans who got a little too eager, couldn't wait, and had no respect for their process. He's been pretty vocal about the entire thing, and has constantly been asking fans to respect their decision not to give out many details. Though the actor did tell fans that if they ever see them outside of work or the set, they're more than welcome to come to say hi. In fact, they would love the support. He then ended the post by saying that it would mean a lot to the entire team if they could respect respect their decision to stay quiet about the upcoming season. But enough about that. What's the third season even gonna be about? Before I get into that, let's take a look at how Season 2 ended. Of course, a refresher for those of you who might not remember it that well. The Pogues snuck onto the coastal venture while they were trying to get a hold of the lost cross of Santo Domingo. Not just that, but they almost died during that.
Cool. I'll just stare at my face on this poster. That's not really an Indiana Jones moment, but you know,
Harrison in
the
there.
boss. But I don't really understand like the.
Can you always imagine it? No, I just imagine somebody being. Everybody's.
No, you do it. That's you're better at telling that.
Well, there's just a theory that there's.
Yeah, but you like, we don't get them all at once.
Yeah.
So that's.
Though it was hell for them to get back, they ended up on an island called Poglandia, and John's dad is somehow alive? It's all pretty exciting, especially since the showrunner talked about how the third season will focus on the relationship between John B. and his dad. Another thing you'll see a lot of in the upcoming season is romance. I mean, it's not a surprise, considering that teenagers are stuck on an island all by themselves. With that said, here's what the official synopsis for Season 3 tells you about the show. This time, it's gonna be them against everyone else in the world, or at least the island. Season 3 will start by showing the crew living on the island right after they lost all that gold. It's gonna seem almost perfect to the point that you wish you lived there. They're all just chilling around, swimming, fishing, doing teenager things. Super fun stuff. But then, of course, things are gonna take a pretty drastic turn. How so? Well, they got caught up in another super intense treasure hunt. This time, things are a lot different. They're gonna have to find it, or they're gonna die. It's life or death for them now. There's a lot more going on at the same time, too. They can't trust anyone. They're broke and far from home, along with a Don who would kill to get his hands on that treasure. It's all super exciting, and I can't wait for the third season to actually come out and see how it all plays out. Speaking of that, when does it come out? Netflix put out some great announcements about the show at the start of 2023. The third season is gonna have a total of 10 episodes, and each of those is gonna be at least an hour long. What could possibly top that news? Well, did I mention that the new season comes out on the 23rd of February 2023? There's still plenty of time for all of you to catch up on the previous seasons before it comes out. Though they also put out some pictures from the new season. Boy, do they love teasing fans. You can actually go search them up and find them quite easily. But some of the things that really stick out are, first of all, the villain. You finally get to see Sing. And there's also Kiara. There's certainly a lot that the third season has in store for everyone. But another season might not be the last time you see OBX. Could they be making a spin-off? In an interview, John Davis, who plays Pope in the show, talked about it. Though what he said wasn't the best news for people hoping for a spin-off. He basically talked about how the show works because of all the characters and how they work alongside each other. If you were to remove that aspect of it in a spin-off or something, it really wouldn't be a fun watch. So yeah, the idea of a spin-off sounds cool, but without the rest of the cast, it wouldn't really be the best show out there. That's all you need to know about Season 3 of Outer Banks. See you in the next video.